I'm going to be talking to you about Shea Moisture's olive oil and Marula baby lotion with avocado and shea butter. I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about Shea Moisture, the company, and then I'm going to talk about the product. I'm going to tell you some of the ingredients in it, and then I'm going to tell you my opinion of it. My name's Sharon. Welcome back to my channel. Make sure you guys subscribe below and turn on notifications to get the latest updates. Okay, so let's get started. I really liked Shea Moisture when I started purchasing from them a few years ago. They are a mid-range company that had natural products. And I really liked the fact that they were family owned and operated, that they had a handful of lines of different products. They gave back to the community. So those were things, and they were also like a niche company. Those are things that I really liked. And my opinion of them has drastically changed. So they made a few months ago, they made a commercial, and that was very controversial, and their ratings on Facebook just tanked. The people just totally went against Shea Moisture, and then they ended up selling out or getting bought out by Unilever, which is a huge conglomerate, and I personally prefer to purchase from smaller companies, family companies, as long as they are formulating their ingredients safely. So that's another thing. And when they sold out or got bought out, they said that things wouldn't change. And I don't know why companies do this, because they always do change. So there's two things that I think are important that changed about Shea Moisture. The first thing that changed was their label. So a couple things to talk about on their label. Their new labels started having ingredients that were not listed on their old labels. And the order of some ingredients on some labels got switched around. So as you know, legally speaking, according to the FDA, the highest percentage of the ingredient is first, and then you can go down, and then at the end, like when they're all equal, you can order, put it in a different order, but you have to go the highest from the lowest. They explained that they were simply following the INCI or INCI labeling standards, and they were trying to become compliant, and that's why their labels were changing. So that's one possibility. The other possibility is that the ingredients themselves changed. They had different ingredients that were added or subtracted, and they had different percentages. Now, I don't know, because I don't have inside secret information. I don't have access to that. I'm not sure what it is. The other thing that changed was the product itself. So I have seen pictures on Facebook. I have not purchased any products since the labels have changed. All my products are the old version, and people have shown how different they are in color consistency and scent as well. And Shea Moisture's explanation for this was, we use natural products, and there's variety batch to batch. And what they're saying is 100% true. You are going to find that products change each season or each batch, and that's going to depend on the environment, such as the climate, how hot or cold it is, whether there's rain or wind, when you're harvesting and how much sun there is, the soil, things like that are all going to impact each batch, and that is true. But I also truly believe that while that might be true, I think they've changed suppliers. I think they've gone with cheaper suppliers. You can buy shea butter, and you can buy it cheaply, and you can buy shea butter that's more expensive. And not that price equals quality, but I think they are cutting corners when it comes to going with different suppliers. So those three reasons, the fact that they have come out with that controversial commercial, that that they sold out or got bought out, and their labels have changed, are three things that have turned me against the company. Another thing is actually an ingredient in the product, and I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about this product. So I can't remember if I bought this or my husband bought it. My kids have eczema. One of them has eczema worse than the other, and we are trying to do something with dry skin. I'm no longer using this on eczema itself, and I kind of don't really use lotion on kids. Like, I use lotion for myself, but my bathrooms aren't heated. It's very cold. The kids are wet. You just want to get their pajamas on as soon as possible. So I am not using this as much as I should. It's right up to here, and I've had it for a while. But let's take a look on the outside first. So they have a locking feature on here, which is super cool. So if you turn it this way, you can push it and nothing comes out. Okay, so for a while you might be able to trick your kids until they figure out that if you turn it this side, you can unlock it. And then you can get stuff out. And you can see it's white. This is the old ingredient. It is pretty thick, but it's definitely a lotion. It is not a cream. Okay, so you can see how it's kind of watery there. It has an olivey scent, like an oil scent. It's not too overwhelming. On here, what they usually do is they have highlighted 3 key ingredients, and here you've got olive oil, marula oil, and avocado. Remember those 3 ingredients. And then here they have a list of things they don't have, which is no parabens, no phthalates, no propyl glycol, no mineral oil, no sulfite, and no animal testing. So this is cruelty-free. Now, let's take a look at some of the ingredients in here. The first ingredient is water. In most natural products, you're going to find one of 3 things. You're going to find water, aloe, or glycerine, and this has aloe. They also have, what they've done here is they have labeled things that are certified organic with an asterisk. Everything that's fair trade has a heart, and then there's a square if it's coconut oil derived. So they have given you guys more information. This finished product is not certified organic because not enough of the ingredients listed in here are certified organic. So the first ingredient is water. The second one is a coconut oil derivative. It's cypric triglyceride. I apologize for pronouncing that wrong. The third ingredient is shea butter. They have told you the Latin name as well as the vernacular name. In parentheses, they have shea butter. I think it's really important that they're explaining that. Another ingredient here, so the 5th ingredient is glycerine, and they have put in parentheses that's vegetable, so it's not animal derived. Some more ingredients, you've got some alcohols in here, citrate, and then in the middle, probably more towards the top, you have something called fragrance. Fragrance or perfume is the first thing I look for when I am looking at natural products. And there's 2 types of fragrances. You have natural, artificial. With the artificial or synthetic fragrances, you do have to be careful because of phthalates. Phthalates are evil, right? They have been found to cause a variety of health issues, and they have actually stated here that they have no phthalates. But that's not important because they actually use an essential oil blend. Now, I know essential oils sound absolutely natural and amazing. Natural is not safe. Natural just means not synthetic. There are things in nature that can harm you. There are things in nature that can kill you. Even simple things like peanuts and bees can be very dangerous to people. You have natural disasters. You have plants such as poison ivy, poison oak, or animals that can harm you or kill you. So if one thing I'd like to do, I'd like to destroy the illusion that natural does not mean safe. And with essential oils especially, you need to be very careful with essential oils. There are certain populations of people, if you're pregnant or nursing, if you are have an infant or young child, if you're on medication or pre-existing medical condition, if you have pets, those are 7 examples of people that need to be particularly careful. And I wrote recently to Shea Moisture, and I asked them about their essential oil blend. I know there's companies. One of them I recently wrote to was, it's based in the UK, and it's Trepadora, and they actually list essential oil blends, and then they list at the bottom each individual essential oil. And I thought it was kind of odd to see essential oil blend and then more essential oils at the end, so I wrote to them, and they said that that was the requirement, that they had to put fragrance like on the label because it's total and it goes from highest to lowest, and then they had to list it at the end. Shea Moisture does not do that. What they do is they state that it is proprietary. It's a proprietary blend. Legally speaking, according to the FDA, this is 100% legal. The FDA allows companies and brands to hide ingredients, and perfume or fragrance is seen as a trade secret. And I do not believe, even though this is legal, I do not believe it's ethical. I do not believe it's safe. Like I said, there's people who can be seriously harmed by essential oils. And not only that, there's just people who don't like the scent of certain things. Like I hate eucalyptus. It reminds me of being sick, or mint things. I don't like that. I want my ingredients listed, and they don't do that. So that's towards the top. And then we start getting into the carrier oils. So they have olive oil and jojoba oil and cocoa seed butter and avocado oil. And all of these, they have these listed in 2 ways. They have the Latin name and they have the vernacular name, like avocado, olive oil, in parentheses. And then the next ingredient that they have here, I can't even pronounce. It's Sclecara biru seed oil. That is the marula oil. And I just find it kind of weird that they're not consistent, that they've put all the other ingredients with the common name and the Latin name, and this one they have left off, and they didn't put marula oil. And remember, marula oil is actually one of the ingredients they have highlighted here. So I think they should fix that. That's my opinion. And then they have a couple other ingredients. Baroga official seed oil. They have another carrier oil. They have a vegetable oil in here. It's hydrogenated vegetable oil. and then a couple preservatives in here. Preservatives are going to keep microorganisms from growing in your product. So I do like the fact that it says it's never tested on animals. It's been tested on our family for 4 generations. So it was family owned and operated. It is no longer that way. It also has 25% post-consumer resin. So there are a number of things that I like about this product. However, this essential oil blend is kind of a deal breaker for me. I do want to know what is exactly in my product. I do not believe it's ethical that they're hiding it. I am going to continue to use this on myself, not my kids, because I don't know what's in it. But once I am done with Shea Moisture products, I'm done. I'm not going to be repurchasing from them. So I've told you guys a little bit about the company. I talked about the products, some of the ingredients, and what I think about it. Now I want to hear from you guys. Have you purchased anything from Shea Moisture? Let me know what it was. What your opinion of it was, and if you'd repurchase in the future. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. Please like it and subscribe to my channel. Be sure to turn on notifications to get the latest updates. I'll see you guys later.